Hello artists! Today we are going to finish our butterfly project. Now remember, this is a high quality work piece. So I want you to make sure you're taking your time, you're not rushing, you're doing a really good job. You should have 5 things actually with you. You should have your butterfly that you painted and cut out last week. You should have a blank piece of paper. You should have the colored flower that you received from either your distance learning bag or your teacher. If you want, you can color it. I've colored mine. And you should have your leaf on which you've drawn your math fact. Now, we've done our coloring, and as you remember, we need to color, cut, glue. So the next thing we need to do is cut. We're going to cut out our leaf, and we're going to cut out our flower. We're going to use the cutting techniques that we practiced with our butterfly by turning the scissors as we cut. Turn the scissors as you cut. Your leaf should cut out pretty quickly because it's just 2 long curves. You can also turn the paper if that works better. Okay, I've got my leaf, and mine says 4 plus 4 equals 8 because I have 4 spots on each side of the butterfly. Now I'm going to cut my leaf, my flower, and that's going to take me a little bit longer because there's a lot of curves. If you're struggling and it's a little bit hard for you, it's okay if you need to ask a grown-up for help cutting your flower out. In fact, a lot of your classmates at school are going to get help from teachers cutting out the flowers. So don't worry if it's too hard. In fact, I'm going to pause so that I can cut and you can see my finished flower soon. And I'm done. I've cut out my flower. Hopefully you have too. So now I have a flower, a leaf, and a butterfly cut out. And I've also got my glue stick and my blank paper. So the first thing you're going to glue is your leaf. You're going to put some glue on the back of your leaf, and then you're going to put it on the very bottom of your paper. Watch this. I'm gluing with my glue stick, my leaf. Got the glue on it. And then I'm putting it on the very, very bottom of my paper. Do you see how my leaf touches the bottom of my paper? You want it as far down as possible, okay? As far down as you can go without falling off the paper. Next, I'm going to glue the back of my flower. Now, when you're gluing your flower, you have different petals. You'll want to make sure that you put a little bit of glue in every petal. That way it stays stuck really good. So I've got a little bit of glue on every petal. And when I glue it down, I'm going to turn it so that my petals stay on the white paper. And it will go over the leaf a little bit if you cut it the same size that I drew it for you. Flatten it with your hands. And do you see how my flower stays just on the sides and a little bit overlap? That's what we're looking for. Next, you're going to glue the back of your butterfly. Make sure the glue stays on the back. So same as before, you're going to want to put a little bit of glue in all of the wings. Remember, your butterfly has quite a few parts to it. And make sure you put glue in the antennas. Okay. Now my butterfly has the glue, and I'm ready to glue it onto my flower. So I'm going to put it right in the middle so that the butterfly can drink from the flower, and it will cover up most of your flower, and that's okay. Because in real life, the butterfly would cover up most of the flower too. And there you go. now you have your finished project. Ooh, looks like my butterfly needs a little bit more glue. If your butterfly tries to fly away like mine just did, go ahead and put a little bit more glue on it. Unless you want it to flip flat. So I am excited to see your high quality finished projects. I hope you're taking your time, making sure that it looks really nice, and that you and your teachers are all going to be very proud of it. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.